You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
You're my dream, you're my nightmare. Life is a dream, she don't fight fair.
Welcome Task Force X. These are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
Run away from the pain, I don't care. 'Cause I think I need some guiding. No, the kids don't stand a chance. Old man, something back again. Had the upper hand, oh no. I'm back to the black again. My plans like, oh no. Old man, trouble back again. Thought I had the upper hand, oh no. I'm back to the black again. Getting to my plans like, oh no. First day in sight, the violence. Turn around, then day in fight, the silence. Turn it down. I think I need some guidance. No, the kids don't stand a chance. Old man, trouble back again. Thought I had the upper hand. Oh no, oh no. I'm back to the black again. Getting on my plans like, oh no, oh no. Old man, trouble back again. Thought I had the upper hand. Oh no, oh no. I'm back to the black again. Oh no.
I think it's going to surprise people.
You kind of sit there and go, how did they do that?
It's going to be different from any superhero movie ever made.
There's no one better in the world to direct the Suicide Squad than James Gunn.
I was excited with an opportunity to be able to do the Suicide Squad in the way it could be done from my point of view.
This one is completely unique. This is a gritty 1970s war movie combined with the brilliance of James Gunn's characters and comedy.
You need your director to set the vibe.
The Suicide Squad is just a twisted fantasy of characters.
Within each of our characters, there's a certain beauty. Within most of them. Some of them are just pretty crappy through and through.
Be like a douchey Captain America.
The guy who believes in peace at any cost, no matter how many people he needs to kill along the way.
Okay, I got it.
Don't ever settle back like you think you know where this is going, because you don't.
As soon as you have some sense about what's about to happen next, James comes in.
Everyone's exploding. Genitals, heads, arms, legs.
It's like a big, massive graphic novel brought to life.
This is by far the biggest movie I've ever made.
I don't think that you know what to expect.
Don't get too attached.
This has been truly the greatest, most exciting journey of my life making this film. Cut. That was great.
What's up, Real MVPs, Ricky Widmer, and I am back with another DC Fandome video. This is about, as I'm recording them in order, this is about the 5th one I'm doing, so like I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I know I'm not because it's a new video each and every time. Welcome in, and I hope you're ready to talk about some great stuff. We got from DC Fandome, if I can speak English out of my mouth. And this video, we're talking about the James Gunn Suicide Squad video. And in this one, we got, first off, the biggest news ever, the official cast release for it. You saw it before the video. I put the video of it there, so I didn't have to reel off everybody that is A, in this movie, and B, who they are playing. And we also got to see a little bit of a teaser, a behind the scenes of them recording it, them looking at it, talking about it. And the one thing I just want to say with this is the big thing from it is who everyone is playing. to me, the one thing, his name is Flula Borg. Did not know who he was when it was announced he was in the movie. Watching him during this panel, I cannot wait to see him as Javelin, because Javelin isn't even a character I'm excited about. It's just some Olympian who became a criminal and throws spears around. But watching how goofy and funny it was during the panel, I'm like, holy shit, I can't wait to see him. You've got guys like, I didn't even know Michael Rooker was in the movie. And now he basically, so Michael Rooker's going to be in the movie. He's going to be playing kind of a dickbag prick version of Batman, to where it's like, if you don't know Savant's story, he's a rich kid who's entitled, says, I'm going to become a vigilante, but then gets told off by Batman because Savant doesn't give a shit about the people he's saving and doesn't have any care for them. So I read that as my notes say, Batman, but a huge dick. Also, you've got John Cena. It's confirmed he is playing Peacemaker. Basically, in his own words, he's playing a douchey Captain America. And then we've got other things like Nathan Fillion is playing TKD or TDK. And people are like, who the hell is TDK? I can't find him on Google. If you are unfamiliar, I got a little snippet from the universe. Thanks, Google, for this. I think this is Looper.com that had this, where they said originally known as Arms Fall Off Boy in DC's Legion of Superheroes, this dorky hero is exactly what he sounds like and can take his arms off and beat up his enemies. Like, this cast is perfect in my mind, where... Are there going to be things where people are going to complain, oh, though this person's not that? Yeah, it's always like that. But I think the most important thing of this panel was watching them interact. Because like I was talking to Dave as I was watching later in the day, and the Wonder Woman panel, they did kind of like a Werewolf 1984, where they played a card game, and it was to show off the personalities, but it wasn't really jiving with me. I was kind of like, whatever, like, who gives a shit? But, like, this panel, all they did was, like, they had a little game show. They had two people pick teams. I think it was Viola Davis and Joel Kinnaman, Rick Flag, and Amanda Waller. They had them pick teams, and, like, just the way they interacted with each other, interacted with director James Gunn, it made me fall in love with this cast. And I now cannot wait for this movie more than I did. The one thing from the trailer and everything that they talked about, and this is what I kind of want to mention and kind of pass off to you guys too, of like, they made a point to not get attached to anybody. And it's funny because you have a lot of people who are attachable, or affectionate. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Basically, they're actors or actresses that people could be attached to. Margot Robbie being one of them. I don't think they kill off Harley Quinn. Michael Rooker being one. Idris Elba being one. John Cena, Nathan Fillion, Pete Davidson. You get what I'm saying here. And I kind of have some predictions with who I think is going to die in this. And so for me, a lot of what I've been seeing is don't get attached to John Cena. A lot of people think that John Cena is going to die. But here's my thought, and maybe this is me trying to keep John Cena alive. I think if I had to pick two people, just two, to die in this film, I would go with Michael Rooker and Pete Davidson. And here's why. So Pete Davidson is playing a character called Blackguard. He's a Booster Gold villain. He's got guns. It's mainly all I know about him. I haven't looked him up yet. All I know is that he's a Booster Gold villain. Pete Davidson looks really fucking cool, though, in the costume and stuff that we saw. The other one is Michael Rooker. I already told you about Savant. And the reason why I say that is James Gunn made the joke many times through the panel about how he signed a deal with the devil and having Michael Rooker in his films. He's already killed off Michael Rooker before in a superhero film. And I just see Savant and Peacemaker being too similar to where one of them needs to die, and I think that Savant may be the one. Also, I just, with the way he was just like James Gunn was joking around with Michael Rooker about him dying, I kept looking at that as like, so is that true? Or are they trying to pull a fast one on us? I'm going to go the route of, yes, James Gunn wants to kill off Michael Rooker and Savant will die. The other reason why I say Pete Davidson is because I was trying to look for somebody who's an attachable character that I don't think would affect the story too much as they died. And like with Peacemaker, there was one question they did during their little game of like, oh, who had the longest running or the first team up? And it was Harley Quinn and Peacemaker. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't know that. And I think that was showing us that, hey, Peacemaker might be around for some time. Plus, John Cena's a good actor. Why would you get rid of him so soon? Not that Pete Davidson is not, but really in this universe also, we haven't had a Booster Gold set up. So I wonder if that's going to play into it a little bit. I know in the first Suicide Squad movie, we meet the team. Oh, this guy tries to escape. Boom, he's dead. Don't even know who he is. Don't even remember his name, to be honest with you. That's how quickly they killed him off. So we could see a lot of deaths in here. But this cast is amazing. They've got the names: Michael Rooker, John Cena, Idris Elba, Pete Davidson, Margot Robbie. Haven't mentioned them. Peter Capaldi, Doctor Who, is going to be in this as the Thinker, Flash villain. So, I mean, to me, they all... Oh, and also, Sean Gunn is in this movie. He is, of course, playing a CGI character, and he is playing Weasel, who will be completely CGI. Of course, Sean Gunn is in it and is doing CGI as a character. But, like, yeah, I think the biggest takeaway from this panel was the cast, who they're playing, and how well this cast jives together. And I can't wait to see what that means for their on-screen chemistry for the Suicide Squad, because I know James Gunn can really lock down a good movie. I've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy's movies. I know that the actors and actresses, most of them in this, I know like Viola Davis, Michael Rooker, Margot Robbie, Pete Davidson, Idris Elba, John Cena, Peter Capaldi, Nathan Fillion, Sean Gunn, even Jai Courtney from the first Suicide Squad. I know these guys and girls can really knock it home and nail home their character. Idris Elba's a character. He's playing Bloodsport. I can't wait to see his character, because apparently they teased that the reason he is in jail in this movie is they're going with the old story. So if you don't know about Bloodsport, he's a guy who, his brother goes to the Vietnam War because he's too scared to. So his brother takes his place. His brother actually becomes an amputee and gets his, I think, both or one of his legs blown off in the Vietnam War. And then basically Bloodsport happens because he's like, I'm going to just start killing people in the name of me and my brother. He gets hired by Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor gives him tech and then kryptonite bullets. He tries to kill Superman, wounds Superman. And that's why he's in jail in this movie, is he tried to kill Superman and shot him with a kryptonite bullet. So I was like, holy shit. And I can't wait to see, because in the movie, it looks like he's going to have the same kind of relationship with his daughter that Will Smith's Deadshot had, where Storm Reed came on. Storm Reed, great actress. She asked a question, and Idris Elba mentioned, like, oh yeah, Storm Reed playing my daughter in the movie. So we already know that his character is going to have a connection with his daughter. And that's another thing. I don't know why they would put that in there if he would be one to die off. So here's some questions I have for you. First off, what are your thoughts about all this? How excited are you for this cast? Are you not excited? What hit? What didn't? What did you think of the special trailer, of the behind the scenes stuff that we saw? And then give me your picks. I'll say 2 to 3. 2 to 3 names that you think, 2 to 3 names you think are going to die in this movie, or who would be your top 3? 1 being the most likely to die, 3 being the least likely to die. Who's your top 3 prediction for, hey, all or some of these might die when we get to the Suicide Squad? I think it's coming out 2021, but like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell if you want to know about all the updates coming from MVP Entertainment. Make sure to check out patreon.com/MVPvids, how you help support the channel and make sure we can keep coming at you with these videos that we love to make each and every day. And as always, have a good day, everybody.